Okay, so I'm out visiting my family up here in Washington again, out at the farm. You can see just open spaces. Today I brought with me my custom Mossberg MVP chambered in 338 Spectre that I got built by Duffy's Gun Room. Alright, here's the gun I'm going to be shooting a little bit and sighting in today. Just doing a little bit of, I just mounted my Vortex Viper, what is a PST, the 2.5 to 10 by 32. I ended up taking this scope off my 300 Blackout 16-inch AR because I don't really shoot that gun very much anymore. So I mounted this scope on this gun. I think this is what I'll use for now. And anyways, we'll see how. I just need to get this, I bore sighted it, so I just need to get it sighted in for now. And I don't have a place right now where I can do it at a longer distance. I usually like to sight in at 100 yards, but I'm just going to get it on sighted in at like about, I don't know, 35 yards or so, and then I'll take it out later and sight it in further. I don't really have my normal shooting stuff, so I just set my phone on some weeds as the tripod, and I'm using this case as my shooting mat, so we'll just see how this goes out here. I brought the Liberty Mystic suppressor, and I'm going to be using this. I'm going to sight it in with this on because I don't think I'll be shooting this gun much without a suppressor. One of the reasons I chose to do, this custom gun on a Mossberg MVP, I know a lot of you are like, why the heck would you do it on a MVP? The reason is because the MVP takes AR mags, and I wanted to be able to use AR mags. So what I'm going to be sighting it in today with is the 200 grain supersonic Hornady bullets. I believe they're the SSTs, and they're loaded with 14 grains of lil gun. So these won't be like super quiet because of they're supersonic, but we'll see how. Well, they'll work just fine for sighting in the gun. So all I have for a target to use is an old Amazon box, a little small Amazon box. The way I'll use the box to sight in my rifle is I will pick a specific point on the box and shoot at it, and then adjust the scope according to where my impacts are on the box. So it might not make sense if you look at the box and see a bunch of holes in it, but I was taking a shot and then adjusting and then aiming at a different point on the box and taking a shot and then adjusting till I got to where the impact was where I was aiming at. All right, so I need to go a little bit to the right and down. this is where I was shooting to dial in. And once I got it dialed in close enough, you can see right here. Now this flap I was aiming at, it was actually angled about like 45 degrees, the side of a little slope. The group is good enough for me for the conditions of laying in the grass, not having to rest. It should be good until I get back home and I can use my regular tools and equipment to sight in the rifle. I was walking out of the house about to head over to my brother-in-law's house, and I noticed that there's a little bunny in the driveway, and so once I saw the bunny, I ran inside, grabbed my gun, and normally I wouldn't choose this rifle to shoot a bunny with. It's a 200 grain bullet going about 1600 feet per second. It seems a little bit overkill, but I didn't have a 22 or anything. This was the only gun I brought up to Washington, so that's what I used. Out here at the farms, you see bunnies, you shoot them because they are quite a nuisance and pest. They will chew on a lot of the new plants and small trees and stuff. So if you see a bunny out here at the farms, you shoot it.